In this video, we'll show you how to replace the Serpentine belt on your Ford Edge. This is located in the front of the vehicle and on the passenger side of the engine. Let's get started. With the vehicle raised and supported, we can remove the lug nuts using a 21mm socket. And we can remove the wheel. Looking in the wheel well, against the frame rail, we have one 5.5mm screw here. We would have one right here. It looks like that broke off at some point in the past. And we have 6 more of those along the edge of the bumper. And we have 2 more of these down in the front here. Now we can take the front portion of the fender liner and fold it behind the rotor. That'll give us access to our belt. We'll be using a remover tool. Line the remover tool up with the remover side facing the belt. Now we'll turn the engine over clockwise using a 21mm. You only need to turn it about halfway, then you can remove the belt. To remove the engine cover, you can simply pop it up. It's good to do the front first and then the back. We can just set that off to the side. Looking down from the top into the engine bay, we find our tensioner right up here on the passenger side of the engine. I'm going to use a 13mm wrench and turn this towards the back of the vehicle, and that'll detension the belt. You can then slip the belt off of the water pump pulley, and let go of the tensioner, and we can remove the belt. And start to feed the new belt down in. Now down looking into the passenger wheel well, and get the belt around the crank pulley. From the crank pulley, you can head up to the alternator. You want to keep tension on the lower part of the belt. Start to get it around the water pump and the idler pulley. Now I'm going to use a 13mm socket on my ratchet. That way we can get the belt behind it. And then we can detension the tensioner and slip the belt on. Make sure that the belt is on all of the pulleys, nice and centered, before you let the tensioner go. Once the tensioner is released, double check that your belts are all lined up. Line up the grommets and press down on the engine cover. We can get our AC belt in and onto the AC compressor. And line up the bottom portion of the belt onto the crankshaft. We get the belt onto the AC compressor. Make sure that the ribs of the belt are lined up. Now I'm going to use a cable tie through the crankshaft. And this will help hold the belt on while we rotate it. Now we can start to rotate the crankshaft clockwise. You want to make sure that the ribs of the belt are going to end up lining up. You want to have the outside of the belt facing towards you. You can remove the cable tie and double check that the ribs of the belt are lined up on both the crankshaft as well as the AC compressor. It's a good idea to replace your AC stretch belt when you do this. We can get the fender liner back in place and start pushing it up from the back side and get it all lined up. We can get the screws back in. And we have 2 more down bottom. We can get the wheel installed on the hub. I like to push in on the bottom of the wheel. We get the first lug nut threaded in all the way. We can get the rest of the lug nuts on. Now we can snug these down in a star pattern. With the vehicle on the ground, we can torque our lug nuts to 162 foot-pounds in a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.